Hi, this is Raj from ML Sportscars. Here I've got a very rare and unusual 987 Gen 2 Cayman S. It's a 2010 car. It's a 6-speed manual. So it has a 6-speed manual gearbox there. And it also has the limited slip differential from the factory. So it is a proper driver focused version of this model, and I've struggled to find these, even in PDK. Always struggled to find decent condition cars like this, fully sort of unmessed with, in great original condition in a manual. And now I've got two, so I've got this one and the Guards red one. This one's got a few more miles, done 61,006 miles. We've just had a minor service done with my Porsche specialist, Renworks, or Porsche Care as they're known. And they've also done the drive belt, they've done the brake fluid change. Now it has the hardback sports seats, so they have the grey plastic hardbacks. It has the extended leather package, so it has leather on the doors. So Caymans as a standard don't have leather on the doors or on the dash. Only 911s do for UK spec, and this has been upgraded to the full leather package, which was quite expensive. It was either £2,000 or £3,000 from the factory. Has Sport Chrono Package Plus, so it has the sport button, which basically makes the throttle more sensitive to your inputs on the manual gearbox car. It doesn't really change anything else. It doesn't change engine mapping or anything like that. It just makes the car more keen to go when you actually press the throttle on the manual cars. It has the switchable sport suspension as well, which is another option that was often overlooked on these cars. So really, this is not far off being a Cayman R in terms of having the LSD, having the manual gearbox, having the sports seats, and being relatively sort of driver focused. It has the Becker CDR system, so it doesn't have sat nav, but it has the FM AM radio with the CD player. And it has the audio interface, so it has the auxiliary for wired connection, and you can actually piggyback that to make it Bluetooth audio streaming and Bluetooth phone connectivity using that input there if you wish. And there are other ways to do it as well as an aftermarket solution, without necessarily interfering too much with the stereo system in this car. Full black leather, well, extended black leather I should say, and it has the stopwatch, which I've stopped on 993, one of my favourite 911 models of all time. It has the 3-spoke with the round center sport steering wheel, which is the standard steering wheel. Obviously, it has all the standard stuff like the cup holders, the sun visors with the vanity lights on both sides, CD storage in the glove box just there. Everything works as it should in this car. The air conditioning works great in this car as well. Really, really lovely. And it has all the cubby holes in the doors. All of the stuff you'd expect, and the cubby holes there. So you can open them and you can put stuff in there either side of the engine. On the outside, it's finished in Basalt Black Metallic. It has the standard red LED lights. So these are the Gen 2 lights. With it being a Cayman S, it has the black Cayman S lettering as well, which this is normally satin silver. So this is like a satin black, which is lovely. There's the spoiler up. Has the standard tailpipes for the Cayman S, which is 2 twin stainless steel tailpipes. And this is 3.4S, so it has 320 horsepower. It will do 60 in around 5 seconds, maybe just under, with the manual box, which is plenty fast enough, I think. And it doesn't suffer any of the issues with this being a Gen 2 car. So it has the daylight running lights there. That's one way you can tell, and also the rear tail lights are pointed and they're an LED as well. So that comes to a point rather than a sort of squared off edge. These cars don't suffer ball scoring, IMS bearing failure issues, or RMS oil seal leaks either. So a very safe and reliable car to own. And in a lovely, actually the 18-inch wheels are also something. They are the standard wheels, and a lot of people would upgrade these, but actually these cars ride really well on the 18s because they have that thicker sidewall. They've still got the same rolling distance, So the tyre sidewall makes up for it, and they're brand new. So we've just fitted front and rear Bridgestone Potenza REO 50A N1s. Literally, I've just had the fronts done just before this video. The rears were done last week. It was all down to getting the stock for them. The Porsche rated tyres. These are great tyres on these cars. Discs and pads are all good all round as well. And with it being an S model, it has the larger red calipers and larger brake setup. So the car's been fully looked over and it's all good to go. It drives fantastic, sounds amazing as well. Yeah, and just looks like a really great two-seater sports car. I'll just show you the front and rear boots now while I just walk around again, now that the sun, I mean, these cars look great in the sun. I've parked it in the shade deliberately for my photos, but when you've got it in the sun, the metallic fleck really sort of pops. I think you can maybe see a little bit of it just sort of there. It's just here, sort of, you can see all the sparkling through the paintwork. So there's the rear boot, which has got loads of space. You can fit golf clubs and things in there quite easily, and I'm actually producing a video to demonstrate that. And then the front boot is equally very practical as well. So it has it goes all the way to the floor. That's all my stuff there, so ignore that. It has all the tools it should do. So it has locking wheel bolt, it has the tyre top up through the 12-volt system, and it has tyre gel there. So yeah, all the bits you'd want. There's an extra little storage in here, and it has a very decent battery under here actually. A very new Bosch large, that's actually 85 amp hours, and they recommend 80 as a minimum, I think, on these cars, or 77, around that. So that is a very good battery for this car. Paintwork wise, it's in very good original condition. The front bumper's been done quite recently, so it's got fewer chips than the bonnet. The bonnet has a few stone chips, but they've all been touched in. And as you can see, it actually looks very, very good. I prefer to leave the cars original when they're like this, rather than respraying everything and then people turn up and say, oh, it's all been freshly resprayed, why have you done that? I'd rather they see the original condition, the original paint, even if it's been touched in, as long as it's not dented or scraped. If it's just stone chips, I tend to just leave them, and especially like this one where they've been touched in very, very carefully, because some people will be happy with driving and enjoying this car on UK roads, not worrying about the odd stone chip here and there. And then maybe in a couple of years they'll do a front end refresh where they'll spray the wings, the bonnet and the front bumper again. I almost forgot a couple of other nice features on this car. One is they're so subtle actually. It has, from the factory, the Porsche inscription in satin black. Now on a black car, you wouldn't expect it, you'd expect it to be in a contrast, but someone obviously liked the sort of blacked out theme, but they wanted it to be special. And so there you go. So it's got the Porsche sticker set, same as the red one, but obviously on a black background. It's very hard to tell on a video and pictures, but when you see it, you will, in the flesh, you'll know that it's there. And the other thing is it also has the extended leather on this section here, which was another option. This would normally be a plastic, even if you got the extended leather. So it's nice to see that that's been spec'd as well. An unusual option. I've had it on one other. I think I had it on a Boxster S with extended leather. It also had that bit finished in leather as well, with the stitching on the edge. So as I said, it's a 2010. And it's, yeah, it's just clocked over 61,000 miles. So that's everything about the car. If you have any questions about it, feel free to get in contact, or you can comment below. And if you're interested in it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.